I'm in frame. I'm ducking myself down. Just make sure I get in frame. Hello. Hello everyone, my name is Ian and welcome back to A Year Today, my Arthur quest to right the wrongs my path and get away from my tragic backstory. What a special day it is today, ladies and gentlemen, by which I mean it's day 66. Now I know we don't really count these at the end, but day 66 is such an important day because it's also the day of Order 66, which means, well, I don't get to talk about Star Wars. That would be on Star Wars Day. That's later. But it's it's a funny Star Wars reference. Anyway, today, today's adventures started off with watching the film Chappie. The third, and I'm gonna call it the unofficial Joburg trilogy, along with District 9 and Elysium. But thoughts on Chappie, I wasn't bad. It was actually, all right. I had some, or a bit rough around the edges in some parts, but the ideas that it was trying to convey with sort of the different parental figures to Chappie was very well done. I very much enjoyed that. Sort of seeing the experience, sort of seeing the robot grow and mature. It was very interesting, very fascinating. And yeah, I enjoyed the movie. Thought the action was good. The visual effects were great. Looked very realistic, real. I loved the sort of DIY hodgepodge nature of it, and also a realistic sci-fi. Yeah, very good. I would recommend the film. After that, it was off to study algebra, specifically ratios, rates, means, medians, modes, quadratic formulas, fractions and decimals, variables. Oh my, plugging it in, frozen numbers, PEMDAS, mad spam, mad. It's all a lot, ain't it? A lot. Ooh. Crook in the neck. This one's also gonna be a little bit, this one's very much different because I can't see at the time. I don't know how long this video will go for. So I'm just keep rambling and hope I get to the time that I usually get to. So anyway, after studying for who knows how long, I did some dish work, and then I proceeded to watch the release competition, the release contest for Rivals of Aether 2, new platformer fighter game coming out just now, today, being released by Off-Brand Games, a company started by the lovely Ogren. But I mean, I I don't have the internet really to do much online gaming, unfortunately. And even then, I don't know if I'd have the patience to consistently lose against people. It messes with my mental, I think. I get too tilted easily. Or I too tilt, or very doomer. No, not doomer. I always think, you can come back from this. There's a way to come back from this. But if it's just, if someone's like being mad disrespectful, mad disrespectful, or just get, knocked out within the first 5 seconds, it's just like, that's tilting, that's triggering. Anyway, that made myself a nice little lunch dinner, dunch, dinch, I don't know, dinner of some rubbed pork with mozzarella in between some Hawaiian hamburger buns. Very good. Oh, and with a side of Himalayan salt chips and Coca-Cola. Very good, very good. I've been itchy all over, especially on my feet. And I'm not quite sure why. Anyway, after that, Dad came home, and we're celebrating his birthday today, which is pretty cool. And part of the birthday festivities, I had to water the plants outside, and it keeps happening. The hose, I don't know what kind of pressure the house is under. I turn on that hose, and it's not all the way on. It just starts shooting wildly, and I got my pants wet again. Ugh. Ay. What can men do against such reckless hate? What can men do against such reckless water? It doesn't really work, does it? Anyway, I got those all watered, but Sue bloody stepped into an ant hill. You couldn't even see it. It was hidden under the mulch. All of a sudden, I'm just wanting, and I started feeling little uncomfortable little bites on my Crocs. And I'm like, oh gosh, darn it. Thankfully, I had some water left in the watering can, and just, well, I went biblical on them, so to speak. Know it on their asses, if you catch my drift. I flooded them. I drowned them all. Every single worker, woman, queen, and child. I drowned them all until there was nothing left except the sea filled with corpses. I didn't actually do that. I just got away and finished up. I'm not that evil. I hope not. Anyway, getting back inside, celebrating the festivities. Very interesting set of gifts. And unfortunately, my gift hasn't arrived, which is freaking-tastic. In fact, it got delayed another 3 days. It's not even gonna be here. It just sucks. Absolutely sucks. And apparently, it's shipped here. It's here in town, but the driver's not coming around for it. They dang do. Ain't that great? So anyway, my sister got my dad the Snoop Dogg cookie book, which is it's crazy, you know, the evolution of Snoop Dogg, you know, from gangster with a charge for murder, to everyone's favorite weed smoking grandpa next to oh no, why did I forget her name? Martha Stewart. That's it. And they cook up dishes together and they travel around, you know. Very wholesome kind of friendship that they've got there. So anyway, after that, and after some cake, it was like a white vanilla pound cake. Well, not pound cake, but you know, like very dense, very, apparently it's the good flour. Didn't know that the grocery stores have a right to the good flour, but you know, maybe we should get some of that good flour, you know, down with the flour zashi, down with the wheat zashi. That doesn't work. Don't go harass in your local grocery store. Unless it's like unless it's like a Kroger's, but don't do that. They're not the corporate overlords. I'll finish on it. I'll be doing geometry tomorrow. 100 pages reading through about shapes and stuff before the big day. My nerves are, they're rising ever so much every time, which is fan-freaking-tastic. I didn't think it was, I underestimated how difficult the test was going to be. I should have put it for 2 more weeks. But we're just going to, you know what, fuck it, we ball, I guess. Anyway, the last thing that I want to mention, you know, before signing off into the ethereal nothingness, I got a message from from an acquaintance of mine. They were reaching out because back when I was still hanging out on a certain Discord server, I met this person's significant other, and found out, hey, they write poetry. That's pretty cool. And so I made a request for a poem, and didn't hear back from them, and then stuff happened, and just kind of left my mind until they messaged and said, hey, we got the poem for you. And I was surprised, and I read through the poem, and it's bloody fantastic. It's magnificent. The visuals are so striking and felt so relevant to me, and even though this significant other doesn't even know really anything about me, absolutely mental. So I offered to put it to music, and the significant other you know, listened to some of my other songs and was really interested. And I was like, you know, but I don't think I'd release it because it feels a bit personal, you know. Or maybe I just want to get it in a good enough state to where I think it's good, you know. Because it's not my work, and to be a thief is the worst sin of all for an author. The second is to be boring. But, you know, just having that interaction from someone who I didn't expect, somewhere that I didn't think would ever, you know, message back, and outside of like 3 people, it was a much needed interaction. It had, you know, brought brought like a calm within the storm for a bit. You know, after everything, starting this whole challenge, I keep my choices constantly rattle around in my head, and losing everything. It fucking hurts. It really, I don't like it at all. I wish I could forget, but we can't have everything. But you know, that's the one thing my brain wants me to remember, ain't it? Remember the trauma of losing your fucking found family. Yeah, ain't that funny? I'm sorry. I'm venting to you now. I'm being all whiny and pissy about something that was, you know, at the end of the day, my fault. Whether I meant it or not, it's still my fault, so. Anyway. So yeah, that was the day. Costume is coming along. I got claws now to go with the mask. I gotta figure out what to put underneath the lab coat, you know. But we'll see. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. This has been a year and a day number 66. Ooh, or 66. Or I guess like this. 66. Good night, and take